And in keeping with my ever wonderful dose of lack of professionalism, there we go. Now we have everything up and running. Game, Wasteland 2. Figured that we'd see just how long it can keep these four alive. In 100% honesty, probably not very long. But without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, you're supposed to pick a difficulty too. We'll go with Seasoned. Game's hard enough as is.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an Army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged. Thank you, recruits.
A stiff, bearded older man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat, General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger.
Happy to be given the opportunity, sir. But are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got one ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
What's the mission, sir?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
What about these repeater units, sir?
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Where are the radio towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
And call in, sir?
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
And you think that signal that you mentioned before is a threat, sir?
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
Promising. But you think Ace's logbook was stolen?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
And where is this area?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map. There you go.
Simple enough. When can we enter the Citadel, sir?
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
And here's kind of the fun part. There's the smartass, hardass, and kissass options. Dialogue choices, so to speak, that would be kind of similar to like a Paragon or Renegade from Mass Effect, with hardass definitely being the Renegade option, kissass generally being closer to the Paragon option, and then smartass usually just being kind of funny. But when you highlight these, it'll actually say which thing it applies to. But I don't have a kiss-ass in my team. I have Sato, who's a bit of a smartass. Josiah, or Fox, is our hard-ass of our group, which is kind of funny when you think about it, because you'd figure Mal would be with kind of the grizzled, always pissed off look to his face. And what if we prove ourselves by kicking down the Citadel doors, sir?
The hard-ass approach, huh? Well, you might get what you want from some folks in the Waste through intimidation, but it doesn't always work, particularly with old hard-asses like myself. You want to kick down our doors, go ahead, give it a try. But I ain't pissing myself just because you growled at me.
Also, neat thing about the PC version of this is I'm a little more familiar with the console versions of Wasteland 2 and 3. You can actually type in different things to talk about.
We'll talk about that when you get back. Recovering those repeaters is more important.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Oh, lordy. How do I adjust the camera? It's been a long time since I've tried doing any of this on PC. Moving WASD as per usual. Character screens, CNI, logbook, quest log. Select squad. I'm wondering if that's just like the whole thing. No, toggle group mode, space. Rotate camera with Q and E. Select next mob with tab. Show grid, swap weapons. Area attack, highlight all. Show attack range. Reset camera rotation, radio. Oh, I probably should have a radio button. I'll deal with that later. It's like, Jesus. Well. They just have to make these difficult, don't they? Zoom in. Oh, page down and page up. Yeah, because that's intuitive. Okay, simple enough. Right click to move your people around, and WASD controls the camera. So technical major Ron Nakata fought like a ranger till the end. Imperial Scar Scalp Ralph the Hobo. Cadet Sue Aside. Supreme Jerk Pavlish. Cadet Paul Takeda. Major General Red Hawk. Oh, that's gonna get wonky as all hell. I keep ending up turning the camera the way that I don't want it to go. And that pile of stones there lies Ace. Born a man, died a desert ranger. If only we could all be so fortunate. General Sergru. Cadet Wolf. Captain Christopher Brock Noteboom lived his life to the Ranger Code. Private First Class Bernard Asaf. Private First Class David Asaf. Cadet Fordsoon. Are we missing some letters there? Warden having camera work with me. Cadet Zombra. Lance Colonel Ken Stone. Oh, did I miss a couple? Jesus, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Dr. Mike Scott. There we go. Plain English. Oh. Actually might need to go through. Make sure everybody's got their right things. Are you my medic? Yep, field medic and surgeon, so... 36, 38. You also, yeah, you also have 38. Well, here's hoping we don't die. Grenadier Major Nergibitz said, "Good to see you, recruits. I'm afraid I can't open this door for you yet." You notice he's wearing a humongous double-barreled pistol on his hip. Odd. Welcome to Ranger Citadel, recruits, but the General ordered me not to let you in before you finish your first investigation. Oh no, I don't have the kiss-ass option. And I don't really feel like I'm trying to hard-ass this guy. So I guess we're screwed. Oi. Okay, so PC controls, this camera moves at 45-degree angles. I guess that helps with the compass rose there. A kindly older woman in standard issue ranger garb, she seems occupied counting goods and organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, she's the picture of a loving grandmother. You'd swear she smells faintly of fresh-baked cookies. Well, hello, recruits. Welcome to Solvig Sundries. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. Happy to trade it wherever you like. An honor to make your acquaintance. Always nice to see new faces around here, and a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out into the big bad world. So, you can outfit us? Well, with essentials as tough to find as they are, I can't just give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could, but we keep our prices as close to cost as we can for our rangers. You can stop by for the basics whenever you're in the area, and once you get clearance to enter the Citadel, you'll get access to some of our more valuable goodies. You'll have to talk to Sergeant Melson about that when you get inside. So, what's your story, Corporal Solvig? Oh, it's not so interesting. I grew up in a village near here, but I was already a grandmother twice over when the Desert Rangers moved into the Citadel. I saw how much good the Rangers were doing, and I wasn't up to much with my children moved to other villages to start their own families. It was a little unconventional for an old lady to go through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I may not be too useful in forward operations, but I've got lots of experience keeping people well-fed and well-clothed. And I can run a drill press with the best of them. So General Vargas has me help Sergeant Nelson run the supply, and I help Captain Mercaptain in the workshop now and again. So what do you have to trade? Ooh, fancy guns and shit. Not that we'll be able to afford literally any of them. Would be kind of nice to get some fucking upgrades, though. And just buy some leather jackets and get a shoddy radiation suit. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to afford any of that. Take it easy, Grandma. Oh, lordy.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
An ornery-looking billy goat, better seen than smelled. But I have Animal Whisperer. Come with us, goat. We are your friend. Oh no! Goat is angry. Interesting, a Marie Brago. It was Rook. Is A be here to train us after the funeral? I don't want to kill the goat, though. I just wanted to tell him to be my friend. He's just a goat. The goat, even. I'm really not used to the camera rotation of this. I keep trying to hit the wrong button, as is very obvious. Oops. Chain link fence blocks the path. Well, that doesn't really help me now, does it? Yeah, that doesn't tell me shit. Haha! Ooh. Pre-war ammo can. That sounds useful. Pfft, it's fucking energy cells. The one weapon that I didn't actually opt to hold on to. Because this game, unlike Wasteland 1, actually starts you with weapons that are based off of the skills that you picked. Unlike that one, that's literally just like, here, have some handguns. This fiberglass case with heavy plastic latches looks like just the kind of thing in which you'd safely store your guns. Okay, so I'm guessing it's unlocked. Lord, camera angle, just work with me. Ah, nothing else to nick over here. That is a wee bit unfortunate. I know I'm missing some stuff. Oh, I must really be blind, huh? A tough-looking redhead with decades of sun and wind and hard living etched into her angular face stands sobbing in the shadows. You saw her at Ace's retirement party. The sleeves of her uniform had been torn off, revealing multiple tattoos on her sinewy arms, all skulls. The tears running down her cheeks are splashing on a rusty old wrench she holds in her scarred hands. Among the skull tattoos that cover Angela's arms, there's a single heart, and within that heart, a single name, Ace.
God damn it, Ace. Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
I mean, granted, if I can get into the description of all my characters, they're all in, like, their early 20s, with the exception of Lena, who's barely 18. But, yeah, babies? Us?
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
We saw you at Ace's funeral. You knew him well?
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fair and Brago up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Frigo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. He never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it.
You thought Ace's mission was trouble?
He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him?
Have you heard any of these strange broadcasts?
Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men, or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers, saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us?
You know, that's a good question. How well do you know General Vargas?
Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show and doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if the Rangers of Wasteland are anything like the real military, then anything above, what, an 06 is just a desk job? So, General Vargas used to be called Snake?
Well, like I said, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade maybe?
What was Base Cochise?
An old military facility from before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Death.
Captain Death. So, a computer was making the robots?
Yeah. The Base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. They thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet.
And that's why you don't trust technology. Oh lord, I could have made a team based off of the Sonic Boom characters and made one of them the crazy, like, Alex Jones squirrel or whatever she was. I see you have Ace's name tattooed and that heart on your arm.
You noticed that, huh? Well, Ace always said I wore my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, me and Ace. We were more than just old army buddies, if you know what I mean. That's why it hurts so bad. That's why I want to come with you.
And what happened to Razor?
He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead or AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell.
What makes you think he went off to join the Red Scorpions?
weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. They call themselves a militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of Eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging.
What can you tell us about Eastern Arizona?
Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts.
So where's Thrasher now?
You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. And he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the Wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, on that note, where's Quartz?
Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher. He'd know.
Well, then I guess we'll find out later. If we find out.
Could be a nice little place. If the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots.
Ah, yes, an inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Captain, you know anything more about these repeater units?
I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius.
You know Woodson?
Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
And what do you know about these radiation clouds?
The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever. And that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke?
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Would appreciate the help.
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
Oh. Make sure I actually checked everything over here. doesn't really seem to be anything. Need to find a shovel. Because I know I can get one for free instead of having to pay for one. Oh. Just saw something flash over here, too. Water. It looks clean. You can top off your canteen here. I'm pretty sure it starts off topped off, but let's just make sure. Aha! The shovel.
Don't worry, babe. I'll send the ones who did this to hell. So you can kick their asses for eternity. So you can kick their asses for eternity.
Ha! She's broken.
Hey there, Angie. Recruits, why is Captain Death with you?
She's helping us get oriented, sir.
All right. Why are you still here, recruits? I gave you your orders. Go search the area where Ace's body was found and recover his logbook and the repeater units.
You never expect soldiers to get it right the first time.
Good luck out there, recruits.
I personally have always been a civilian, but I mean, even talking to those who served, 20 plus years, they're always like, yeah, biggest oxymoron on the planet, military intelligence. And you can find other people all over YouTube who served for varying lengths of time, and they all basically have the same stories of, like, somebody's done something that's just absolutely stupid. The even better is when they have video of it. You see guys trying to run jousting matches in the barracks and shit, and it's just like, wow, how on earth are you guys... How? Okay. So... Can I hotkey your shovel? Oh, where are your hotkeys? There we go. Well, then unfill them. I'll figure out how to get there eventually. Maybe I should just give it to somebody else. No. Go ahead and drag and drop. Sato, you're a man of few words. There we go. Okay, I think I found everything worth, damn it, finding now. Still can't get the camera to rotate the way I want it to when I want to. So let's see. Wait. So actually, aren't you the one that has? Oh, did I really? So, yeah, nobody has barter, so it doesn't exactly matter where all the junk goes. I think it defaulted to giving it all, yeah, to Josiah. Six. Double check everybody's ammo. Okay, cool. I can manually organize this, which means that I can just start pulling all of the junk items down below. Cells. And that should about handle everybody. Can't help if they count the M1 as an assault rifle because I'm pretty sure that's not quite how that works, but oh well. Oh, actually, before we do that, we should probably make... Oh, I totally forgot about all these saves. How are all these saves from 2025? Pretty sure that I haven't played this game in years. Oh well. I'll deal with saving later. Actually, no, I won't.
Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in.
Copy. This is Ranger Team Echo.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal.
Does that mean you weren't always the dispatcher?
Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. Death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world, how it changes. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the waste. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing.
So it's important to stay in radio contact with you?
It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem.
Roger that, General. Over and out.
10-4 Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Map? Can it do east? No. You can just have it auto-travel us. Let's see what we can see. Pardon me. While we're here. Now, you know it's always lovely? The sound of a Geiger counter. There's an oasis. That'll get us water later on. And with that, let's hit the radio tower. Citadel base, this is Echo 1. We've
Roger
arrived.
that, Echo 1. When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy?
Copy that.
10-4 Echo 1 and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger Command out.
As you look around the sandy soil, you see crusty red patches of blood. There's nothing to distinguish this stretch of desert scrub from any other stretch of desert scrub, except for the blood, which goes off that way, apparently. So let's go against the grain and go this way.
I don't get shaken up easy. This place is sending shivers up my spine. Damn it, Ace. Why won't you let me come with you?
This man's gut met the pointy end of a raider's Bowie knife. Bowie knife? I'm gonna go with Bowie. This woman couldn't pay the raider's toll in scrap, so she paid it in blood. To quote Paul Aiding, your death will be avenged. Matching bullet wounds bisect this unfortunate wastelander's head. The slug went in and out cleanly, so at least it was a quick death. See what's up this way real quick before we go murderizing some rangers. Dig. Apparently the raiders are telling us go back the way you came and take the left path to pay the toll. Ooh, an underbarrel flashlight. However, I'm not the kind of person to take kindly to threats, so, it's... oh, free aim. 49, where'd the other fucker go? All the way over there. Oh, Angela's already pissed off, so I guess that works. No, they're too far. Let's see if we can't get him, say, here for now. That is certainly a position. And reload swap. There we go. Let's go ahead and move you. Unjam is 5. I have 9. So 3. Unjam. And turn. Let's go ahead and get her up there, because we need shotgun to shotgun. Oh, now she decides she wants to actually listen. So let's get her back in a minute. And 78-21. Yeah, fuck it. Oh! Got him. Get him again. There we go. Come on, Sato, do us proud. From motherfucking downtown. You love to see it. And that is a huge problem. And that's why you need to be really careful with actual placement in this. Go ahead and put you over here. See if we can't freak them into running out into the open. I think you might need to not with that for a bit there, homie. Seeing as, you know, you shot up the captain. Oh, you left, right click is precision aim, left click is just generally punch the shit out of them. Oops. A wanted poster reads 1,000 scrap reward for the apprehension of the angry red clown, dead or alive. El Payaso Rojo? Well, I guess we'll see what we can see. Is my perception really that bad? Okay, so let's see where we're at. Now we'll go the other way. See if we can't find anybody else to shoot. Okay, fully loaded. You probably aren't using guns again anytime soon. You. Whoops, let's swap. You didn't even get a chance to do anything. And you're already reloaded. Whoops. Trying to turn the camera and hitting the reload button instead. The trail of Ace's blood leads to a chain-link enclosure. Rising from within is a tall radio tower, its rusted struts moaning in the ever-present wasteland wind.
If you want to play in our backyard, you gotta pay. 15 scrap, or we'll break your faces. And my dog will eat your corpses.
I would love for Josiah to handle this, but because Angela also has hard ass and a higher hard ass score, she can go, sure, let's do this, and after we're done kicking your asses, we're gonna eat what's left of your dog.
You're insane. What the hell is wrong with you? Just go on through, you sick bastard.
Oh, fuck. That's not good. See if she can get... Damn. Well, that wasn't the dog I told her to shoot, but it works, I guess. I'll go ahead and move her up, since she's... I'm gonna try and shoot the dog as opposed to hitting my teammates. Oh, there's another one off in the distance. Two. Okay, so... yeah, still out of range. So... precision ambush. Go ahead and let her get some whacks in. Or just straight wreck that dude's day. Not great on the ambush, but... oh, we take what we can get, I guess. You swap weapons, can you just run up and shit them? Okay. And back up because... oh, also... field medic. Angela. Huh. Oh, maybe it wants me to actually specify which item. AP cost. It's 12 points. She's like halfway down, so... doesn't say how many of them I have right off. You know, since you shot her like 6 times. Oh boy.
Come and get me, candy ass.
This is what I was waiting for. Swap weapons and... oh, fuck. That did not work. I feel like that's too risky a shot. But this dude's up next, so... we're gonna try it. Oh! Sato coming in clutch. Okay. I mean, we probably could have gotten away with not killing all these people, but they made the dire, dire mistake of not being very good people. Trauma kit. Compact mirror. The little references to the older game. Okay. Weaponsmithing, isn't that you? Does anybody in my team have weaponsmithing? Oh. Yeah, Sato does. Oh, go ahead and hand that off. Because we are not going to be knifing anybody in the near future, now that we have a machete. Okay. Splattered with blood, this console is connected to the radio tower's transmitter with a cobbled together collection of wires. Duct taped to one of the legs of the radio tower is a pre-apocalypse transistor radio. It looks like somebody had patched it into the tower and set it to receive a particular frequency, but the patch wires have been severed. Someone with even the most rudimentary tech skills could probably resplice those wires and hear that frequency. So let's see if Sato can't get it done. Really? Come on, man. Alright, and I think we're about good to call it there then. It's been about an hour of me doing this, so we'll configure the rest of this another time. Maybe I'll pick it up tomorrow. You never know. Woohoo! And with that,